Hi, this is Michael Ben Jacobson. Imagine love without conditions. A few people like this shirt today. Just want to share like a bit of a video diary about prophetic evangelism. I think yesterday shared uh, how to share a couple of encounters of uh, sharing with intimidatingly beautiful girls and how hard it is, and how I can walk past them and not want to share it. Today, I was led by my friend, a witch that's traveling with me, and that's very controversial. Even I need continual signs. I think she's done 10 signs where something in the physical has happened that she did to prove to me. My phone going on, her pressing the bus stop on the bus, knocking things over in my house when I'm walking towards my table. I've done, got a new book here. I just realised it was here. Been reading about famous Australian racehorses. This is a famous one, Maccabi Diva, Maccabee Diva. So I'm going to read that. But so I was talking about that yesterday, and she was directing me around today and had me go to a certain place, had me go to a bookshop, and I wandered in the bookshop and looked at a couple of books. Had an encounter with one of the bookshop, staff, and really touched her. Came down from the bookshop and came down the elevator, and there's a woman trying to hand things out for some sort of company and store. She's a really attractive young girl, and I sort of got scared. Oh, not scared. I sort of got pulled into it without me realizing, because she's a very, very, very beautiful young girl. And I walked up to her and I said, don't be so unhappy, and don't let the rejection that people won't take your pamphlets personally. I'm sure if you were saying to some of the single men, or even some of the married men, do you want a date? They wouldn't be saying no, they would be saying yes. And so if you had that, that would be very attractive and you wouldn't be getting many no's. And she smiled. And I went on about sales and how sales is 98% no's and only 2% yeses, and we're going to be prepared. And she said, no, it doesn't really worry me, all the no's. And I said, then I went on to say that, you're extraordinarily beautiful, but can I tell you two good things about yourself? And told her about honesty and how she's so honest. And the way around that is, if someone asks you something and it's going to really hurt them if you tell them the truth, at your age, you don't tell them the truth because you don't want to hurt them. And she said, yeah. And I said, well, the way around that, I'm 52, I'm a lot older than you. The way around that is, if you don't want to lie, you can say, would you like the truth if it's going to hurt you? And by that, you've almost told them the truth, but they can choose for themselves. Yeah, I want to know the truth. Then you can tell them the truth. I said that often saves them shooting the messenger, like getting angry with you, but it also allows you to be honest to people that you care about. She was very sensible. And I said, the second thing is, you're very touchy-feely. I don't know if that converts to America, but that means a person loves to be touched, and very when they're in a relationship, they love to be caressed and have hands all over them, and always be intimate, touched with touch. And I said, you like that? And she said, yeah. And I said, the partner that you're going to be with, the one that you're going to settle down and marry and be with for the rest of your life, he has to be touchy-feely. He can't be just a person who isn't into touch and isn't into caressing. I said, for instance, like this, and I touched her by the arm. I said, when someone's make a point, you're quite comfortable with them touching you like that. And she said, yeah. And I said, well, you cannot be with someone who's not like that romantically for long. And I said, you can marry someone who's not, but after a few years, it's going to start to really grate on you that they don't love you, that they don't care about you, that you wish that they could touch you and always be touching you like you like to be touched. And I said, so, you can marry whoever you like, but, and then she finished my sentence. I said, and she said, but I'm not really going to be comfortable unless someone is like that. And I said, yeah, that's exactly, it's going to grate on you. It's going to start to upset you after a while. And you'll try and convince yourself, no, they really love me. That's how they are. But it'll get to you after a while. And as I'm talking to her, I'm just looking at how absolutely stunning she is. And, I'm not nervous because I'm in the zone of encouraging. And I said, you like my T-shirt? And it says, Imagine Love Without Conditions. She said, that's really good. And I said, yeah, it's like a Christian message without the Christian preacher. I said, here's a card. I said, if you want to grab yourself, you and 2 or 3 of your girlfriends, and even guys, it doesn't matter. I don't have to just talk to girls. 5 or 6 years together and go out for dinner with me. I can spend 20 minutes talking about your life and your future and important things. I said, for instance, if one of your friends were studying and an actor, and are considering about going to LA to get their acting career on par, they may have a question: should I stay in Australia and get a leading role in a film in Australia in the next couple of years, or should I go overseas now? And I said, at the table, I'd be able to answer and say, God really wants you to stay here, get one good part in a movie here, get that on your show reel, and then go over to America. I said, without a psychic, without a prophet, I'm a Christian prophet, but without someone who's gifted like that, you can make the wrong important decisions. And I said, so, if you choose, I'm not saying you have to, but if you choose, you could get 5 or 6 of your friends. We could just go out for dinner. You can pay for my dinner. And I'd love to do that with your friends. She said, I'd love to do that too. And, she wouldn't have been more than 22. She was brunette. She was absolutely stunning. And I walked away from that, and Samantha, my little witch friend, said, that was a bit of a surprise, wasn't it? And I said, yeah. And I walked past this shop, and there's a woman in there, and I got a hit to go back and tell her that she looks really beautiful in her dress. And when I came back, she was on the phone, and Samantha said, it's good that you're obeying me. And she said, you can go to the toilet and see if she's there when you come back. So I went to the toilet, came back. She wasn't there. But when I walked back, there was this woman in her 30s with a friend, and she was looking really nice in her outfit. I walked up and I said that she looks really beautiful, and you look really beautiful in that outfit today. And she says, oh, I'm so embarrassed, I'm going red. And I said, yeah, you really need to hear it. She said, I really did need that. And I said, and I find 99% of girls, they love a compliment off a guy, but so rarely is the guy just giving them a compliment and not wanting something more. She said, yeah, I know the feeling. She said, go red, I'm sort of flustered. This is really beautiful. And I told her things about herself, and I talked about a friend and how a friend is so loyal, and she keeps on holding on to people that are toxic and no good. And the one I complimented said, that's true. And I said, that's just her loyalty and stuff. Had a really good encounter with them and left. And then I had like a strawberry milkshake and a nice sweet bit of banana bread, and treated myself. So I got this way with women, and since I've had these T-shirts, I've got 20 of these T-shirts, the glory is on me, which allows me to have encounters with people, and they don't want to break off. And so I found it really amazing that yesterday I was talking about how intimidatingly beautiful some girls can be, and how hard they are to stop and prophesy over, even for me who loves talking to beautiful girls. But today I was sort of tricked into it. I stopped just to encourage one girl to say, don't worry about the rejections. And then I led into a prophetic word and really touched her. And I was really touched being able to talk to her. And she was really touched meeting me. And I was walking away shaking my head saying, she is so beautiful. And Samantha, my teenage witch, my in her 20s, which was saying that we both got blessed there. You got blessed, and I got blessed, and she got blessed, and so I just wanted to share that with you. This new level of prophesying has come because of these glory T-shirts, and the more of these T-shirts you buy, the more glory you'll have. But I want to add this to the prophetic evangelism thing. If you had a motive, if you're a guy and you like speaking to beautiful girls, myself, if you have a motive of having a friendship with them or starting a relationship with them and using a prophetic gift to do that, well, then that's witchcraft, and that's using the Jezebel spirit, and that's manipulation. But if I've had a lot of violence with guys in my life, and I don't prophesy as many guys as I do girls, but I do, and yeah, today was a real blessing. I can thank Dundee, my friend, for helping me have the T-shirts today, and I'm going to send this video to him to be an encouragement, so that he can be encouraged, because I wear these T-shirts. I've got this glory. I was able to touch these two women today. God bless.